beings, in the name of Ra and Nut, all that is good and great, all that is blessed and beautiful, all that is creative and conscious, and all that is positive and possible. May the warm sun rays greet you each and every morning, and may your day always be full of joy. Hotep, I am Adisa Olabayo Bankole, and welcome to Tugboat Creative Publishing Presents a piece called Bright Light in the Twilight Hour, a 2-year anniversary of Biden's presidency. Now, as usual, I used to have my logo behind me. I don't because we just moved and we're trying to get everything organized. But this is a Tugboat Creative Publishing presentation. And so sit back, relax, and enjoy Bright Light in the Twilight Hour, a 2-year anniversary of Biden's presidency. Bright Light in the Twilight Hour, a 2-year anniversary of Biden's presidency. You are looking up and out far beyond the horizon, seeing a beautiful, powerful, colorful, and inspiring nation, tapping into its people, its potential, its awesome power. Continue to shine a bright light in the Twilight Hour. Continue feeling the pulse of this new day, Mr. President. Your leadership is allowing us to walk down a clearer path, see a new way, leading us out of the dark wilderness into a brighter tomorrow full of lightness. As the seasoned statesman, you are showing your finesse with others, giving everyone their full weight, no matter treating them as sisters and brothers. Keep setting the tone of healing, that voice of hope, but at the same time present the realities in all its depth and scope. You have not done yet what Baba Karanga has suggested to reshape the moral map of America, because we are still infested with the winds of white hysteria. Madam Vice President, you are showing your youthful energy, your positive vibrations, proven to be for the President a wonderful symmetry. We are traveling down this road with you and your stewardship of this esteemed office. We now place in your steady hands our trust. From time to time, you persuaded this elder statesman to change a course of action, not giving in to emotion or not listening to others' foolish reaction, proving that as a woman of color, you are not to be taken lightly. You are one of gentle force. Remain steady, keep our nation on course. Mr. President, you are listening to your younger counterpart's tunes, not making her look foolish or be a buffoon. Many are trying to write her off either because of their white persuasion or their male ego. She is showing the world her abilities, her beautiful soul. You both inherit a nation full of hope, full of life, full of spirit, and of faith in our tomorrows. At the same time, continue to remind us of yesterday's sorrow. Always ignite the flames of hope, forever looking forward and renew, because as our leaders, we need to see what our world can be as we look to the both of you. Be that bridge that crosses between the now and then, but unlike the mastodons and dinosaurs, you both can see signs of menacing fog and change course, see the light around the bend. You have shown you are just the president and not king. Congress must stop hearing old tunes, create new songs to sing. Following your Savior's beatitudes, Congress needs to unchain themselves from outdated attitudes. You are looking up and out far beyond the horizon, seeing a beautiful, powerful, colorful, and inspiring nation, tapping into its people, its potential, its awesome power, continue to shine a bright light in the twilight hour. Do not listen to the war drums of couch soldiers and saber rattlings. Be clear-minded, not giving into fear, passion, and babblings. You are once again engaging in the art of diplomacy to both friends and foes alike, showing a phallic creature your strength and tenacity, extending the hands of peace, letting everyone know you will engage them if necessary, if compromise cannot be reached. Be not the bully, the conqueror, or the hero. Go softly but firmly. This is not 1 or 0, nor should it rest on idolatry. However, we are seeing the old-time hegemony being utilized again. We beg you, go gently when dealing with melanin nation. Do not antagonize, but be a friend. You are looking up and out, far beyond the horizon, seeing a beautiful, powerful, colorful, and inspiring nation, tapping into its people, its potential, its awesome power. Continue to shine a bright light in the twilight hour. Be wise, intelligent, but also be compassionate to govern this nation not only with authority, but with the inner compass of humility and empathy. Comprehension, intellectual pursuit, along with spiritual enlightenment, must be the guiding principles by which you should govern. Attempt to do as LBJ tried to, make America a great society. Apply the great John Lewis the good trouble when exercising our rights. Stand upon his shoulders, engage for our citizenship at the ballot box, and yes, fight. The rights of liberty and the pursuit of happiness is for everyone, even the power to choose. As Americans, all amendments of our constitutions are rights we should never give up or lose. You are looking up and out far beyond the horizon, seeing a beautiful, powerful, colorful, and inspiring nation, tapping into its people, its potential, its awesome power. Continue to shine a bright light in the twilight hour. Mr. President, you must reconcile with this nation's past cruelties as well as with today's indignities. We must all come to grips with this nation's horror and its torrid past. Begin the painful understanding of those who suffered sport hangings and the whiplash, the economics of the harsh complacencies of slavery. You must wage war on the continued entrenched racism and bigotry, the burdens the black citizens continually face, small and large, along with the hangings of police brutalities. Lead us out of the horrors, fears of others, the xenophobia mindset. Become what Reagan once described as a beacon of light upon the hill for which gleams in a summer sunset. You are being open to all immigrants, whether from across the seas or from our southern borders, speaking to the better angels of ourselves as you embrace the beauty, the uniqueness of those of different colors. Advocate for those wonderful dreamers, recognize their potential so they may continue their contributions to this nation's growth and become essential. Show compassion to those who toil in the fields as they labor to feed us, yet find no solace in this land of opportunity, only revulsion by many to their hue, giving into misguided mistrust. You have the task with undoing the blood that flowed at the trail of tears blankets of smallpox and wounded knee. Begin the retributions of past sins so they have a new future by which they can see. The harshness that is being lauded upon the first people whose land we now reside on, do not break any more treaties. Listen to their grievances. They are real and many. They above all deserve much and plenty. As Vice President, you once quoted the poet Virgil, who wrote, "The greatest wealth is your health." Sitting behind the resolute desk, you must strive to make our country one full of wealth, where citizens have optimum health and can achieve their best. You are looking up and out far beyond the horizon, seeing a beautiful, powerful, colorful, and inspiring nation, tapping into its people, its potential, its awesome power. Continue to shine a bright light in the twilight hour. Madam Vice President, your lineage speaks of ancient cultures whose blood, like the river, flows with the power and majesty, civilization that, at their heights, was the world's envy. Now a people long since gone like the dust in the wind, cultures who sprang forth bringing light to the world, never to end. Daughter of Oshun, the spirit of Nkrumah, heart beating like the drums of Olatunji out of Africa. Speaking in the tongues of your mother's people with the humility of Gandhi, hearing the eloquent sounds of Shankar from the shores of India. Conscious forged from the likes of Nani of the Maroons to the great orator of Garvey, with the revolutionary sounds of Marley flowing with the powerful history of Jamaica. Born in the home of Huey, a voice of the black community, engaging with your parents struggling for civil rights, while listening to the stirring sounds of Reddings sitting on the dock of the bay as you look out and beyond the rising suns of America. You stand on the shoulders of great heroes and warrior queens. Through you, let their spirit power manifest and gleam. Sitting in the seat of power with responsibilities that you are carrying out with resolute grace, dignity, quiet humility, and a power by design. Once again demonstrating your spirit power that is oh so divine. Your first year, had some rocky bumps in the road, dealing with traitors, masochistic leaders, along with other odious warts and toads. We are seeing your resolve, your spirit's fire, your passion, moving as only a woman of stature can, with style and fashion. Speaking with the power of women, both past and present, fighting for their voices, their rightful place in the chronicles of time. Again, showing the prowess of what women can do when in position of authority, warrior queens align. Rewriting a new story as it unfolds, becoming part of this history where your name will be placed in a new American tale to be told. You are looking up and out far beyond the horizon, seeing a beautiful, powerful, colorful, and inspiring nation, tapping into its people, its potential, its awesome power. Continue to shine a bright light in the twilight hour. One of our houses, yes, is occupied by insurrectionists, buffoons, and wackadoos. Our task is to exorcise these demons of chaos, these Looney Tunes. This is what we must do. Begin the journey of inclusion, not be hostile to those who love differently. Step down from religiosity that denies the beauty, the imagination from the LGBT community. Welcome them with open arms and sincerity. Those who are disabled through no fault of their own, must be treated with respect, with acceptance, and giving a seat at the table. Saving our planet from ultimate destruction, we must be on one page so that our extinction can be put off to some distant age. From the ravages we have made upon this great Mother Earth, breathe new life into this beautiful body, this gem of the universe. Clean up the debris we have left upon this land. Find solutions, be honest with our assessments, clear-minded with our strategy. Strive to do this with our master plan. Show benevolence to the downtrodden and homeless, for they too have a place to occupy, to be. They are citizens of this democracy, this our country. Give aid and comfort to our seniors, for they have much to teach. Protect our vulnerable, our children, for they have far to reach. Don't embrace the machoism of Eric, Don Jr., Palmer, or the heartless Tally, who felt the need to be cruel for cruel's sake, who found it more rewarding to show their contempt, their hate. May Cecil be a reminder that will forever be etched in our minds, not who man is, but of the malice of man, his insatiable need to control, to be in command. Nature made no mistake. Cruelty to the least of these whose defense is limited should always be protected by us, for this is what the universe has bequeathed. This is our fate. Whether we see ourselves as progressives riding on the winds of change, desiring a world full of peace and harmony, or conservatives standing upon a sturdy rock, holding on to security, or independents striving for the middle, trying to desperately not to fall in line with conformity. We are all Americans. Whether we are religious, atheist, or agnostic, no matter our beliefs from coast to coast, this is our space. This is our land. We must share this magnificent country from mountains to the seas to the shores surrounded by particles of sand. You are looking up and out far beyond the horizon, seeing a beautiful, powerful, colorful, and inspiring nation, tapping into its people, its potential, its awesome power. Continue to shine a bright light in the twilight hours. Let's not shirk from our obligations. Yes, we must hold this administration's feet to the fire, fiercely critique them when they veer off their pledges and duties for this country's trajectory. At the same time, praise them when they move in the direction that we need for them to go, while being fastidious in their responsibilities. But we must also hold ourselves accountable, not to believe that they will have all the answers, nor resolve every problem or answer to every American being. Help in our own way, not giving in to intolerance, disrespect, bigotry, cynicism, fear-mongering, and downright mindless people without seeing. With courage and compassion, faith and faith, resilience and resolve, with quiet dignity, with depths of consciousness, to re-dream a nation full of possibilities and readiness. Steer this ship back on course from dystopia into the calm waters of euphoria. Again, lead this country from the dark shadows of fascist ideologies, myopic paradigms of exceptionalism, the excursion into exclusion, the idolatry of ignorance, and the theocracy of tribalism. Continue the journey to openness and pluralism. Reaffirm the beauty of intellectualism. Bridge the gap between a true and practical vision opposed to the frenzies of purism. Let us walk down that path with you towards our tomorrows, remembering what we left behind to learn from those lessons even when they cause great pains and sorrow. Your mandate is to lead, to unify, to help us become better stewards of this gift of ours, to make the dreams of this country become a reality with all your power. We too must be willing to work with you as a unified nation to usher in a brighter future, indeed a new dawn for this, our country we call America. Although not a perfect union, but a feasible utopia. You are looking up and out far beyond the horizon, seeing a beautiful, powerful, colorful, and inspiring nation, tapping into its people, its potential, its awesome power. Continue to shine a bright light in the Twilight Hour. Once again, I wish to say Padasi P for all of you listening to these little creative nuggets. I hope you are enjoying them. I enjoy doing them. So please continue listening to these nice creative nuggets and give me a shout out and let me know how you feel and what you think. But once again, Madasi P for listening. This is a Disolo Biobankole saying, Madasi.